What's going on, dudes? Ghxst here, and welcome back to some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. This is part 17. If you guys remember where we left off, we went back into trial with Mo, and his trial was interesting. Him on the stand was pretty interesting. Um, his testimony was full of holes. He's not as mature as we think he is for someone who's pushing 50. Um, and apparently by the end of it, because there are no footprints at the crime scene, he believes that Max flew away from the crime. In this game, frankly, I wouldn't put it past him. But Max did come out at the end of the trial and said that the secret to his flying when he's performing is that he's hoisted by wires. If you didn't know that, well, now you know. But I predict that we're probably gonna run into like Arlo or whoever that Acro or whatever his name is, the owner of the monkey, and he's probably gonna be on trial for the next one. So that's what we're investigating today. If you guys are looking to see one more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the video. Back at the office. Nick, what is it, what is it? I got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep, magic tricks are, by their definition, tricks, right? But I can never figure out the trick when I see them. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But, the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. First she pulled her right thumb. She put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? What? Wow! How'd you do that? Nick, you're a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. I've never figured out how to do that either. You just take your... How... I don't... Do you just... someone... Is it like this? I don't get it, y'all. I don't. Alright, there's nothing to talk to you about. Let's go to the detention center, see how Max is doing. What's good, Max? Oh, my sweeties! You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own special TV special. I said that wrong. Really, what kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. It will also make you an even more guilty criminal. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is now already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. Okay, so now we're on the clock for evidence and from a production company. That's hilarious. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. All right, let's talk. Night of the murder. The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here's how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, Flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says, it wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? I think we discussed this last episode. You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. Alright, I think I have an idea of how I want to move when I get done with this dialogue. I was thinking about this in the court today, but I've got a favor to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous. A great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I've won the world stage. I've won the International Grand Prix. Oh, that was you with the trophy in the trophy case. Got it. International Grand Prix. Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears. Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. We're sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I'm really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila! Voila! Here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Oh, that's cool. Just look at this fabulous stage. That is my first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself that I would just die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow. Ahem. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. I mean, you can buy a trophy, a little cheap one. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all of the other members of the circus. I wonder if that'll actually do anything. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Okay, maybe I shouldn't show them this. Learn how to get thrown in jail. Grand Prix photo. Photo of Max's award ceremony. Okay, let's move to the circus. This man's head is really on a billboard. You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing. Alright, let's do it. Are you ready? Yes. Wait. Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. What the fuck? What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but Trilo, this just isn't going to work. Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're going to have to be on your own someday. You just can't handle something as simple as this. What are you going to do then? Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trilo. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret cash training course? Crash training course? I said cash. Make that money. Anyway. I'm sorry. Secret crash training. Whoa. Yes, Trilo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. So we're trying to sing in a round for our new ventriloquist act. In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible. See? Even they are surprised by the idea. I told you. You're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Once we've got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice. You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. Don't give that back yet. Ah, there it is! Now that I've got the ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina. Aw, did we actually give it back? Man, whatever. Alright, what happens if we actually present this to these people? Would you mind taking a look at this? Okay. Okay, showing this isn't gonna do anything for them. Marriage. I was hoping I could ask you about Regina. I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now. Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? Ha! You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Eh? Waiting like this is part of being in love. How so? If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. I disagree, bro. Waiting like that will mess up your life. That's probably why he got a puppet on his hand now. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts. I guess I agree on that part? I don't know. Yeah. I knew that. Poor Maya. She's so red, she looks like a vein ripe tomato. So how is the new routine working out? Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routines are secret. We're going to take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution. That sounds incredible. But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we should. That jerk? Max Galactica. Performer should aim for the world. Who does he think he is? Trilo, you seem to be really fired up about all this. He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right. Mark my words, I, Trilo Ghxst, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Row your boat. We'll be taking the key to a glorious victory. Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be the best? Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? He got a point for a puppet. Don't screw this up. You gotta be a part of this too. How about today's trial? I know that you're already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yes. Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben? Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. But then we said hello and didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols. What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols? What do you think, Ben? What? Oh, I wouldn't have thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. Okay. I'm not gonna get much out of them for right now. Look at this. Holy. Alright, let's move. I wanna go over to... No. I wanna go to the plaza. I don't know why, but I swear I saw like a crane under here. That's probably what's under this tarp. Anyway. Oh, it's you two. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do it this do this for her. Yeah, I figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts when you fake laughing that much? Francisca really set you up? Oh, really set you up bad this time, huh? Aw, she did say she was gonna put Gumshoe up to that. That's messed up. She really is like her father. If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip? No way. Why are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. What is she, Makima from Chainsaw Man? Jesus. She's not God. She's not gonna smite you if you say no. Anyways, I have, and every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up. 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 Looks like she wounds him pretty. She's wound him up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak. What are you talking about? Huh? How's that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal. Oh, I see. Who lives in that room behind the window up there? The acrobat got his room up on the third floor to see it. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. Don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal? Yeah, Acro. That guy. Franziska Von Karma? When she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. I'm going now. What you talking about? I'm not going to Mo's room right now. Actually, I think I have to go through Mo's room to get to Acro's room, but I'll worry about that later. Is Regina here? Huh? Where's Regina? Okay, she's not here. I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of chicken, aren't you? No, 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 no. I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. That's valid. Ringmaster's room. Okay, maybe I do have to pass through Mo's room to, go to, what's his name's room? Okay, Plaza, Mo's room. Okay. Mo's not here. If he was here, you would have been able to tell even more. Wow, I am stuttering bad today. If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. Ah ha 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 ha. What do you think What do you think he is laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes. He must really love his work. All right. Oh, I can't go to his room from here. Okay. Oh wait, I just came from here. All right. Move. Circus entrance. Move. Let's go to Big Top. Cafeteria maybe? Okay, something's happening in the cafeteria. Is that a note on the board? Was that there last time? Ah, right. Welcome to this wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria. Yikes. He's in an awfully good mood. All right. You know what time it is. Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Um, Come on, you can answer this. It's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly the weapon of bowel destruction. Bzz, wrong. Guess again. Okay. What do you think, girly? I got it. Okay. What is your answer? Because they are in the cafeteria. Cafeteria. Really? Exactly. It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. Ah, 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 ah. It's a good thing I have my water next to me. I did it! What's going on? He's being too nice. Um, I literally have to examine every little thing of this place again. I want to check this and that's it. Ah, bulletin board for, bulletins. Doesn't look like there's anything useful clues posted here. Boring. Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read. Juicy. You know, like a fake clue. Maybe something like message from the killer. Oh yeah, I remember this. This didn't do anything. Alright, let's talk to Mo. This is gonna be annoying. Today's been really crazy. Been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me. I didn't think it was going to be so tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning, I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke. Exactly. How can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? What I saw, I swear, that creep just flew through the air. It wasn't exactly flying per se. It was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a psyche lock. He must be telling the truth. Okay, fuck. Alright. Where can I can't move anywhere else. What about the ringmaster's office? Here you go. Let's see. Max and the ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been when the ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why did he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? It can't be that basic now. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna find in here, but yeah. Alright. Maybe I think I gotta talk to Mo about what he knows. What happens if I do the little Magatama thing with no psyche locks? Oh, okay, they just don't know anything. Okay. No. Does he know anything about the Grand Prix? Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too? Huh? You seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Ah ha 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 ha. Okay. Oh yeah. He didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust too. What? Wait, what? He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. Major pause. Hold on. Wait a minute. What you mean you saw his bust? Freaky eye clown. Seeing his bust. What type of game am I playing? I thought this is a rated E10 game. Oh. That's what he meant. It doesn't make it any better, but still gross. Um, it's in this picture, I think. He he make us worship it every day. Makes us bow to his. He made us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust. Yeah, I know, right, Max? I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust, but that's not. But that not that. I'm not that I'm into that sort of thing. Cute. Oh God, I hate this trial, man. This is so uncomfortable. Max's bust should be on that small table over there. There's nothing. Oh, there's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. Hmm. When? When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago. All of a sudden, the bust disappeared. It disappeared. If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. That's what I was trying to see. Oh, okay. Max just had to put the picture up. Hey, this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Aww. Max G. Bust. I hate that name. Bronze statue taken from the cafeteria before the crime. Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope, nothing's changed that I can see. Wonder if he's actually thinking about this or if he's just setting up a bad joke. Nope, drawing a blank here. A quiet mo is a good mo in my book. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there is one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us! Yeah, tell us, dude. Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Piece of paper? It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could use it. But I could see its title. Yikes! It says, "To the murderer." Whoa. See, Maya, you was playing too much. You was talking about leaving fake messages on the bulletin board. Now there actually is a message. Murderer. Yep, that's what it says. But the rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? Note: posted in the cafeteria on the day of the crime, then torn. States, "To the murderer." Nick, I think we better follow up on this important lead. Absolutely, like we gon' boy. Is there anything in here that changed? No. Look, like, hold on. Go to the entrance. Do you know anything about this? You don't know nothing. Hold on. Let's see if Max knows anything about this, and I can show him. Present. Actually, I can show him the bust and the little note. Let's show him this first. Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall of the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company. It was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. That's what's in that tailcoat. Oh, shit. Okay. Really? Okay, so we gotta go back to that room. Forget about the picture now. We gotta go back to that office. Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Uh-huh. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go ahead and find out on your own. Nigga, you're in jail. You're just prolonging the shit for yourself. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Okay, I gotta find Regina and that coat. Move, Trilo, move. Big top. If you know what's crazy? Regina could be the killer. If that's how it turns out, that's gonna be so funny. No, I'm trying to examine the coat. Damn it. Examine. Hey, do you see that? And I was trying to get this paper for so long. There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I got a feeling I know what that is. I bet it's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Then let's hurry and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it! It fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer. I have... To the murderer. I have, conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Tonight at 10 p.m. To the murderer. What the hell? Okay. That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called the ringmaster. Torn by ringmaster found in his tailcoat pocket. Bro, we gotta move, boy. Where's Regina? Where's Regina? Hold on. Cafeteria, circus. Bro, move. Lodging plaza. Gumshoe, do you know about this, bro? Hey, Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure you did a good job as usual. Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat finally. But with Miss Von Karma... Uh-oh. Damn. You gonna pick up your phone? Nick, what is that? That beeping sound? It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? Every time I hear that sound, it's usually it's not very far behind. Or she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something? If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Quick! See ya, pal. I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. This sign is getting on my nerves. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in their teens. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind is Ow! It's biting as biting as lashes from a whip. Did she fall out from that? Von Karma, she really did appear. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Make sure everything's still recording, everything's all good. Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day. The day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at the of your hands making the national news? Hahaha. National news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Alright. Revenge. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? Doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. I think you might have hit a nerve, Maya. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course! Your dad! I know you miss him! Enough out of you. One more word and and you'll get a mouthful of whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this, or any other conversation? She has a point. She's never mentioned her father. Oh boy. Then, then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I have to see him again. One more time. Him. I'm sure you know whom I refer to. Miles Edgeworth. What? What did I have to do with Miles Edgeworth? He's cool with us. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? And what do you mean you have to see him again? Miles Edgeworth. Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Yeah, your dad. Manfred von Karma. Exactly right. It was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was... right again. Miles Edgeworth was like a little brother to me. Huh, little brother, but Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he's gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Nick, what does she mean? Edward's dead. Did I miss something? Wait, hold on. Did I miss something? Hold on. Edward didn't die. Right? Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case, and then with the case after that one, he never set foot into a court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. What? What? This was nowhere in the first game. I know he was like upset with Von Karma and all that going on, but bro, that was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive. I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Now that I believe, I'm over here thinking he dead. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name Von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands. Miss Von Karma, it appears that you've got your hands into something big, huh? Huh, I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look for a victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? A conclusive witness? You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as the witness as we speak. Yep, I knew it. Okay. Hold on. It's the final nail in the coffin, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. I can't worry about her. I've got to try and find out more information myself. Nick? About Mr. Edgeworth? Maya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? Nick? Miss Von Karma? What? I don't know if you are God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough of you. Him too. What in the world happened? Hmm. This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you to for today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. Nick, let's go. We need to talk to the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Oh shit, this is getting serious. What the fuck? Are you handicapped? What's with the chair? You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. I thought that said something else. We're talking about bus about a couple minutes ago. Now we're talking about dingling. Dingling. So I assume your stage name is Acro or something? Yeah, okay. But at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro? Um, how do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of the circus as well. That's right. I mainly perform on the tightrope or flying trapeze. How if you're in a chair, bro? But nowadays, all I perform it all I perform in is my wheelchair. Bro, are you okay? Like wheelchair, yes. I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in the wheelchair? The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. And you can't walk now? I can't even stand now. Oh, that's terrible, bro. I'm sorry. And since I've lived on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. Why would they do this to you? Why don't you live on the 1st floor? Yo, this circus sucks. That's awful. The accident happened during an acrobatic session, right? Um. Ah, shit. How many of them are there? Of course, there are 3. Okay. Psyche locks. It doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was injured. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago. What in the world went on at this circus then? I stopped by yesterday and noticed that weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. Ah, you went there for rehabilitation. What about the murder? Aw, look at the birds. Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. Huh? I couldn't. I just couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw. What you saw? Jeez, that sounded really ominous. What you witnessed? What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see. The scene of the crime was right below your window. That's when I looked out the window. What did you see? Where's your chair, bro, in this picture? Anyways, he was flying straight up into the air. He. Maximilian Galactica. What? That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive that it was Maximilian Max you saw flying? I'm absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind. Nick? Alright, let's see what the first thing is about this um minigame. It's okay, Sam, but the doctor says I'll be fine to recover and walk again. Out of curiosity, what kind of accident was it again? I like how the birds just fly away. I didn't really have much more to add beyond that. Akro's hiding what really caused his accident. Maybe it's related to what happened to the ringmaster. Oh, I forgot. I have to present him with the Magatama. All right. Let's see. Let's see what you have to say. I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry. I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice. Yes, unfortunately acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If there were a real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling me that I'm really back at this little zero health thing. Are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? Okay. I can't prove that he is lying right now. Hold on, real quick. What was that little salt packet thing? Small seasoning bottle. Okay, it contained pepper. Okay. Alright. Let's go to... I want to go to the, detention center, see if Max knows anything about his bust. Not that. Max's bust. What about this? Fabulous. You'd like me to sign it for you? Oh wait. Yeah, no. Okay, what do you know about the note? No. Shit. Oh. To the murderer, wait. To the murderer, you have forgotten what happened 6 months ago, have you? I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the lodging house plaza. To the murderer. Acro said something happened to him 6 months ago. Go back. Hold on. I might be onto something. Arlo said he was hurt 6 months ago, and this note says he was also in he never forgot what happened 6 months ago, or something to that effect. I forgot where I was even going. Go back to the circus entrance. I need to go through the plaza. Acro, where you at, bro? Alright. Let me present the Magatama. I'm not really too tripping over like losses right now. Blah 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 blah. Because we found... Hold on. What's this over here? Oh, that's the autopsy report. Alright, Acro, just tell me the truth. Do you mind if I ask you a question first? What do you want to know? Do you really think I could get an injury like this from something like that? Yikes, it seems I'm off track with this one. Okay. Mr. Nick? Oh. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Hold on, let me read this again. Max's bust. There's nothing significant to it, at least right now. Does he know anything about the picture? Maximilian Galactico, right? You'll have to forgive me, but I try not to think about him. Acro won't even look at it. It looks like something is really weighing on him. What about the bust? Maximilian Galactico, right? You'll have to forgive me, but I try not to think about him. Okay. I think I spoke to him about everything though, right? Oh, I didn't talk to him about the circus. Acro, why'd you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then one night, they decided to run away from it all, without me. That's terrible. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver. It seems like the ringmaster truly was truly a saint. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. That is terrible. This is one. This ringmaster sounds like one of them people that just try and do good in the world, but there's so much evil in it that it just offsets the good, bro. That's RIP, bro, man. It's such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina. Regina is so cute. She's truly a princess. Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing? Oh shit, I was supposed to be looking for Regina, huh? Um, hmm. Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? Okay, I gotta find Regina again. I gotta get back to that. I smooth forgot about that. Let's go back to, Big Top. All y'all gotta move. I really did forget about Regina. Alright. Oh, that tiger's out again. I got a bad feeling about this. Yep. There you go. Thank you for doing that for me. Yeah! Nick! Wonderful. Today's special must be Filet-O-Phoenix. Stay! Heal! Oh, Maya! Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry. I guess I've made a mistake. Mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. But it was something more of a monkey that... But I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? Alright. What do you know about... Hold on. What do you know about Arlo? Or Acro? 26. Damn, man. Alright. What do you know about Acro? Ah, it's Acro. Is he in his room today? Yes, he is. We just came from meeting with him. I hope his legs get better soon. Acro's so incredible, especially on the trapeze. The trapeze is an enormous swing hanging from the top of the tent, correct? Or right? Yep, that's it. I really want to see him up there again. Acro the acrobat. That's strange. Acro doesn't seem to have very many nice things to say about Regina. But Regina seems to like Acro just fine. That is kind of weird. Monkey. Just to go back and clear something up. Why don't you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you. It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got a lot of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. We should? When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney. Huh? If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. But of course, I'll get it for you. Gladly, yeah. Leave it all up to us. Guess there's no turning down that request. Yeah, you're really gonna do it? Yeah, now we got a side quest. What about Russell? I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna end the video. It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I love my dad so much. I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. Why did he get quiet after that? For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. A star? That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's kind of sweet. But I bet there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? You think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course! You really think so? Yeah, you will, I think. I got a feeling that everyone's doing great up there in the sky. I wonder if everything's alright with Regina. Is she crazy? Okay, I'm gonna wrap up this video here, right now. It seems like Acro doesn't like Regina that much, but Regina likes Acro fine. Acro got into an accident 6 months ago, but won't tell us what happened. And I guess as we progress through the game, we're gonna figure out what actually happened to him and why he doesn't like Regina that much. Maybe she's the reason he broke his legs. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like what you see and want more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna look for this girl's performer outfit next episode. Probably somewhere in Acro's room if it's shiny. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later.